Okay, this is how you fill out the new DEA 222 form, the single form. To order these, you'll go to Department of Justice right here. I'm sorry, I'm outside, so I can't see my screen very well. It takes me a little bit to get in position. You go here to order the forms. Of course, as long as you have a valid DEA license to dispense these substances, they'll ship you forms, and they'll send you about 30 of these things. When it arrives in the mail, of course it'll have your pre-filled information here and here, and the part you need to fill out, you need to print your name and put your title here, signature here. If you're not the registered agent, you also have to document your authority to sign this document behind that, and then date it. And then as you're ordering your items, all this will look familiar if you remember having to submit triplicate forms, but I know there's a lot of younger guys that didn't even ever have to do that. All they've ever used is a digital signing certificate. But you'll put the number of packages, the pack size. Pack size of this one's 100, morphine IR 15, and then I also need 2 of the morphine ER 15 milligrams in my case. If it's a fentanyl patch, a box of patches, you order however many boxes you want times 5, and of course put fentanyl 25 micrograms or 50 micrograms. And then an important part that is usually forgotten, this is if something gets missed, it's usually this: last line completed. And then also the purchaser has to fill in their wholesaler's information here. I've covered up address and city and so forth, but that stuff has to be perfect too. You'll usually find it on the invoices from your wholesaler. On those invoices, it will usually have the correct address for their DEA certificate. If not, you'll have to contact them and get the right information. And the invoices will usually have their DEA number. It's a little vague when filling this out. There's some directions on the back of that form. That's what this is. It's a little vague on who actually puts the DEA number in here, whether it's the purchaser, which is me in this case, or the supplier, which would be them. I don't know if it matters. I usually fill this out as the purchaser. At least when these were triplicates, I never had an issue with it. I'm not going to post this video, obviously, if I don't get these items tomorrow, so assume it worked. Some people will put NDCs here as the purchaser, but it's supposed to be the supplier that fills this part out. So your wholesaler may reject it if this part's filled out. Unless you need a specific NDC, I don't even chance this, because there's a chance you'll void it and it will be rejected by your supplier. The other thing you do when you're done with this, your wholesaler will have some sort of process to get this submitted to them. In our case, it goes to our local Cardinal warehouse. It goes in this special pink envelope, and this is sent with a delivery driver where it gets processed. Could be another process for your wholesaler. You have to contact them. Before you package this up, you need to make a photocopy of this, because this original goes to the supplier. You as a purchaser keep a photocopy, and then when it arrives, you'll fill in how many you received and the date. The thing about received, back when it was triplicates, and I'm assuming this is going to still be the same, so assuming they can fulfill this order completely, I'll put a 1 here, and the person that checks it in should put their initials, and of course the date received. It's an inspector issue. The inspectors in most areas, they want your initials on number received here, even though it doesn't specify initials of the person checking it in. You'll put 1, put your initials, 2, put your initials, and of course the date on both of them, and then you'll keep that for your records. So sorry if this was long-winded. I know there's probably some information not everybody needs, but I wanted to be thorough on this and not miss anything. I hope this is helpful. Maybe I'll make another video on checking this thing in. That's it. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you got anything out of this. I need subscribers. I don't particularly need new viewing hours to be monetized, but I do need subscribers. Thanks.